against the 49ers. Can San Francisco avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Now Lance again. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop right around the 25.
As that ball...
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just a... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 20, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Javon Kinlaw. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 2nd down now. It's Cummings, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. And it's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, Dunlap. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eddie Goldman has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the 2nd half? Season.
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them, and when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult, but this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Bring it! Bring it!
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Working from the gun, Lance, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now Lance. No, he doesn't. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rhodes. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cummings, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second down and goal. Lance. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can... Shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him in football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position, no one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
From the 29, Lance over the middle, complete. That's Rhodes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
To throw, it's Lance.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Lance now on 1st down.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Lance looking to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Porter. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Okay. Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
5 yards remain on second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On first down, Reed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
What's the deal, y'all?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed, and some room to work. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. They'll run on first down. It's Reed. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
Back to throw. He's got it.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on first down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation, run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got this down to the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Lutz's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rhodes. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 35. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Eddie Goldman racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. The Niners on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. He finds his man complete. It's Porter. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Dancing to his, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's Cruz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Cruz. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on the 8. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down. It's Reed. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Let's show him how to play.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rhodes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come on now, let's
Now
go.
the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This to possibly force OT. And that one's going to come up short. Low throw. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of